All right, you guys know that I always like giving you the cool spots for our 49ers predictions. Well, today I might be at the coolest spot of them all. Kezar Stadium. This was the home of the San Francisco 49ers from 1946 to 1970, right in the middle of the city. Now, this stadium used to be much bigger. This thing used to have a capacity of about 55,000. As you can tell, not nearly as big now. They play some high school football games here. They might be able to fit a few thousand in. But they had to downsize this after the 1989 earthquake. Did a lot of damage to the superstructure of the stadium. But if you want to see the old pillars and some of the remnants, here they are. So you can envision this. Kezar Stadium went all the way up here, and these pillars, I mean, this would host the Concourse. You'd walk under the stadium in the Concourse right here. Now it's used as a city park owned by the city of San Francisco. Still some seats there. I believe those are some candlestick seats that they put in. We can go check that out to verify, but you can see a lot of people running around, some skateboarders behind me. But this is Kezar Stadium, and we'll do a quick little tour before I get to my 49ers-Panthers prediction. You guys know what my thoughts on this game already are. I said, can the 49ers beat the Panthers? Of course. They favored in this game by 6.5, so I do think they're going to win, but I'll give you my score prediction at the end of this video. First, let's walk around a little bit. Let's check out some of the history here at Kezar Stadium. We'll walk forward and see one of the plaques here, the old ticket booth. This is Bob Sinclair. The field is named after him. He was the mayor of Daly City after his football career, but the cool thing about Bob Sinclair is that he played all of his home football games here because he played high school ball for San Francisco Polytechnic High School, which actually, if you walk over here, we could step up. The high school no longer exists, but that was the gym of the old San Francisco Poly High School. So Bob Sinclair played there. Then he played for USF on that football team that went to the Orange, well, didn't go to the Orange Bowl. They bypassed their bid. That's a whole story in and of itself, but they played their home games here at Kezar. And then obviously he played for the 49ers during a time when they played at Kezar. Now, people used to watch games at Kezar from these rooftops, kind of like Wrigley Field. There's famous pictures, maybe I could even find one and share it in a later show. People used to crowd onto these rooftops and then watch the football game down on the field below because they were high enough to see over the larger stadium at the time. But Bob Sinclair here, the field helps memorialize him. And then as you can see, the large pillars, as we walk in, you'll see the big arch that's also part of the original stadium. That's way down at the other end. Maybe we could walk a little bit closer, walk a little bit further down near the field. A lot of runners today. Now, this is the old Kezar Tunnel. Okay, this is going to be worth it. We'll check out the old Kezar Tunnel. Can't wait to show you guys this. Fans would pour beer on people coming out here. These all used to be stands, by the way. So I'm walking kind of down the field, down to the field, and these all used to be stands. They've repurposed it with grass for now. But so many famous moments on this field. Obviously, Wyatt Tittle, John Brody, all the greats. The $1 million backfield played here for the 49ers. You had Jim Marshall from the Vikings running the wrong way after picking up a fumble. 66-yard return turned into a safety for the 49ers. Go over here to the tunnel. We could do our prediction from the tunnel. I think that'd be cool. You can see back up to the old entrances. Just imagine being kind of enveloped by fans right here. That's what it was, right in the middle of the city. There you go. This would lead to the locker rooms, which were under that building, Kezar Pavilion, where the Warriors actually played. So they would share the same locker rooms, and you'd take this tunnel, which obviously is no longer accessible to us. And this is where the players would come through. Isn't that badass? I mean, I can't think of anything cooler. This is the view that they would have when they're running out onto the field at Kezar Stadium. Also featured in some famous movies, including Dirty Harry with Clint Eastwood. One of the climactic scenes is in the middle of Kezar when it still had a entire stadium, all 55,000, because you'd walk out of this tunnel right here and you'd just be surrounded. And then you'd see the fans, because the trees weren't there yet, you'd see the fans on the rooftops over there getting a free glimpse at the game. We can walk over to the goalpost here. Check this out. So, unfortunately, no 49ers games here anymore. What could have been had they stayed in the city. A lot of traffic, but there's a lot of traffic at Levi's too. You can actually see behind me the San Francisco old Polytechnic High School no longer exists, but that their gym still there. Kezar Pavilion, indoor gym. Warriors used to play there. Locker rooms under Kezar Pavilion, still there. George Seifert actually also went to Polytechnic High School. Former 49ers Super Bowl champion coach, two-time Super Bowl champion coach, defensive coordinator, DB coach before that for Bill Walsh. He went to high school right there. So coaching the 49ers meant a lot to George Seifert. Now we'll step up to the goalpost. Right there. Pretty sweet. Still there. They still play some high school ball on this field. Now that grass is famous, like I said. A lot of really, really good players played here. A lot of Hall of Fame football. Wyatt Tittle, John Brody. I'm $1 million backfield. Jim Marshall, I believe he ran this way for the Vikings when he ran the wrong way on that 66-yarder. And it all happened here at Kezar Stadium. All right, so we're gonna walk back. Let's talk some 49ers-Panthers prediction time. 6.5-point favorites the 49ers are in this game. That sounds right to me. That's a pretty big spread in the NFL, but I think they're gonna blow it out of the water. Again, don't blame me if you lose a bet, but maybe you can consider this gambling advice. I do think that the 49ers are going to win this game 27-6. Carolina has the worst offense, or one of the worst offenses in the league. Baker Mayfield has been terrible. In my game keys yesterday, I said just let Baker be Baker. If you let Baker be Baker, you're going to win this football game if you're the 49ers, because he's at the bottom barrel of efficiency in the NFL. Panthers have an okay defense, but they're missing Jeremy Chin, their top safety. You avoid J.C. Horn, or you work carefully around cornerback J.C. Horn, and you block Brian Burns, which I think the 49ers can do even with a third-string left tackle. I think you'll be fine in this game. So 27-6, 49ers is the prediction here from historic Kezar Stadium. Everybody take care. By the way, this is a typical foggy San Francisco morning. It's going to be sunny a little bit later, and it's Fleet Week here in the city. So stay tuned for some cool rooftop action from North Beach and the Blue Angels. I'll put it on the YouTube channel. Everybody take care.